Is everybody ready? Come up.
Sorry, can you bring the mic closer to you, sir?
Is that good?
Yes, sir.
Sound check. All right. So just want to say good afternoon to everyone. I want to start off by saying I understand this is a difficult day for the Chavez family. I ask that our community continue to pray for them. Just want to say on the up front, there's ongoing litigation with this case. The family is represented by counsel. My remarks will be very limited today. I have briefed the mayor, who's out of town on city business. I've also spoken to numerous community members, leaders I meant to say, and also activists. On September 10th, 2020, 4 of our HPD officers received indefinite suspensions following investigations into an officer-involved shooting located at 800 Gazin Street on April 21st, 2020. The officers appealed the suspension to an independent hearing examiner. Chapter 143 of the Texas Local Government Code affords officers the right to appeal the chief of police decision. The burden of proof is on the city to prove by preponderance of evidence that each officer violated rules and policies cited in the letters of the indefinite suspension. After consideration of the evidentiary record, it was ruled that the city did not prove by preponderance of evidence that each officer violated the rules and policies cited in the letters of indefinite suspension. Pursuant to the ruling, officers must be reinstated. HPD respects the arbitrator's decision. Although I was not the final decision maker when officers were indefinitely suspended, I believe that there was evidence of policy violations. A call to the community. It's a difficult time for, I stated, the Chavez family, our department, and our community. I ask that everybody do what we always do as Houstonians. We stand together in difficult times. Just want everybody to be respectful. Everybody has difference of opinion, but let's all respect the process, and let's have some time for healing as we get through this process. And again, let's please pray for this Chavez family and pray for everybody that's involved. I'll open up for questions, and remember, some things I can't discuss, and we'll briefly open it. And when I get through, Assistant Chief will open up for, we'll discuss in Spanish and update us. Questions? Yep.
So how many witnesses did the city actually end up putting on during the arbitration?
I think it was 1 or 2, not many.
So you said that you believe that there was evidence of policy violations, and it was on the burden was on the city to prove this case, and that these terminations should be, held, not rescinded. What does it say about the strength of the case that you only had?
I don't want to speak to that, and I don't want you to speak for me. I said that that's evidence of policy violations, and that's what I'm going to stick with right now. I don't want to go any farther than that. That's where I'm at right now, and because of litigation.
Do you believe that their firings were justified?
That's what I'm going to stick to right now. Next question.
Can you be specific as to what those policy violations were?
No, I'm not going to speak to the actual arbitration hearing and whatnot. I'm just saying that we do feel that there were policy violations.
Can you talk about what happens with these officers next? How fast they'll be back on the force? Are they on the force now?
We just, they're going to be reinstated, as I said. The process, and it's going to take, a few days probably. I don't know. We just just received this information today, this morning.
Do these officers receive any kind of back pay for the time that they were not on the force?
That's part of their ruling. They will receive back pay. What I do want to say, they've been away from the department almost 2 years, and there will be reintegration training, also additional training, just as any other officers are involved in critical incidents. We always look for ways to reemphasize training.
And I believe 5 officers were fired initially by former Chief Acevedo, 4 being reinstated. Is there a reason the 5th is not going back or coming back?
In this particular case,
I believe
we
so.
had we had 1 sergeant and 3 officers. Okay. Anything else?
Chief, we've seen time and time again where officers encounter a suspect, police give commands, the suspect doesn't comply, and then multiple shots are fired on the suspect. Could you talk about what the policy is as far as that goes? I mean, 21 shots seems.
Whenever, I don't want to get into specific shots. I will tell you this, the sanctity of life is important, is the highest priority with our agency. And far as using deadly force, okay, the measuring stick is objectively reasonable under those circumstances at that particular moment. So we expect all of our officers to respect that and go by that. And moving forward, if there's ways that we can make improvements, we always are willing to do that, and that's what we'll do as an agency. We'll continue to do whatever we can to improve our performance out in the field. Let me get her, and I'll come back to you. Yeah.
In the 2 years, have there been any specific policy changes, and if so, what's changed surrounding mental health issues, and any policy changes that would be further to this issue here?
Well, I want to say one thing. As far as the training, just a re-emphasis on things that we were already doing, but scene management, constant assessing of the threat, more ballistic shields in the field, where we can deal with suspects that have straight edge weapons or possibly tasers or whatever it may be. So we're always looking at ways to improve. And I want to say a huge thing too, with the opening of our tactical village, more scenario-based training. It speaks, we all know that that's the best kind of training. It takes a lot of time and it's a lot of money, but it's something that we can do more, with our tactical village out at our training academy. So we're looking for that, looking into that.
Chief, I just want to make sure I have it clear, so no specific policies have changed, but there's been increasing training.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And it could be, let me double back down on policies. Yeah, okay.
And then, Chief, you said you asked for prayers for the Chavez family. It's obviously a
Yes.
difficult time for them. Have you personally communicated to them that these officers were going to be?
Unfortunately, and thanks for asking that, I'm huge in reaching out to families. That's just a part of me. But because they're represented by counsel, I can't reach out to them. But I hope the family is looking and listening, as it our community. I want everybody to pray for them. It's very difficult when you lose a family member, okay? It's difficult on the police department as well. And I just want us all to take a chance for some healing and know that we're going to do the best that we can do for whatever improvements that we have to make with our agency.
Chief, you said these guys are going to be trained. Are they going to hit the streets first, or will you train them before they get?
Never hit the streets first. It's always following training, reintegration training. Remember, again, they've been away for 2 years, almost 2 years. So, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I just have a question here. You talked about wanting to feel into the community, not for the Chavez family, but, sitting outside of all this, it looks like the shooting happened, officers got fired, there was no charges of any kind. Federal lawsuit looks like it'll probably get dismissed. Now the officers are back on the force. So what does this send about, what message does this send to other officers about the police department's ability to discipline officers that they think are acting out of line?
I'm not going to go there. I think we're going to do the right thing here. I said department, I said community, and I said the family. That includes everybody, and I'm going to leave it at that, okay? One more question. Thank y'all. In Spanish. Chief Garcia, thanks.
So, buenas tardes, soy Ernesto García de la Policía de Houston, agente jefe. Como el jefe Troy Finner dijo, ahorita es que sabemos que es un tiempo difícil para la familia del Chávez y entendemos eso. Entonces queremos decir que el departamento está orando por esa familia y también estamos pidiendo que la comunidad también ora por esa familia también. 4 oficiales de la policía de Houston recibieron suspensiones indefinidas por un tiroteo que pasó el 21 de abril del año 2020 a la calle Glazen, el bloque 800. Cuando recibieron ese suspensos, los oficiales apelaron esa decisión. Entonces, en este estado, las reglas y las leyes en este estado dicen que los oficiales tienen el derecho y tienen la oportunidad de apelar esa decisión. Entonces, la cosa que pasó es que hay un proceso aquí en este estado que una persona, un tipo de juez que oye el parte de la ciudad y oye la parte de los oficiales, de los abogados. Entonces, esta persona, este juez, es independiente de esta investigación y este caso. Cuando oyó toda la información de esta investigación, esa persona, el juez de este proceso, decidió que los 4 oficiales deben de ser reinstalados al departamento de la policía. Entonces, eso quiere decir que quieren que los oficiales regresen a trabajar en este departamento de la policía de Houston. Como el jefe Troy Finner dijo, estos oficiales no han trabajado en la calle por 2 años. Vamos a hacer todo posible que ponemos que hacen entrenamiento antes que vayan en la calle. Pero ahorita no podemos hablar mucho de este caso, este proceso, porque todavía estamos en corte y estamos con unas demandas que están ahorita enfrente del corte. Como dije, estamos orando por la familia y si ustedes tienen unas preguntas, puedo contestar unas.
¿Me puede decir sobre lo que comentaba el jefe de la policía, que hubo posibles violaciones a la póliza y que ese juez independiente pudo de esa manera tomar la decisión de que sus oficiales se reincorporaran?
Sí. Pues como dije antes, el proceso aquí en el estado, hay leyes aquí en el estado que dice que una persona, como ejemplo, como este tipo de juez, que puede oír cosas, oye cosas de un lado, oye cosas del otro lado, y cuando hace la decisión, entonces hace la decisión después de oyendo toda la evidencia y toda la información de en este caso. Entonces, las leyes dicen que si ese juez hace la decisión, entonces el departamento de la policía necesita seguir esa decisión.
¿Qué mensaje tienen ustedes para la familia Chávez, quienes sabemos han entablado una demanda? Ellos no están de acuerdo con lo que se tomó y se decidió sobre el caso, desestimar estos cargos contra los oficiales. ¿Qué les tienen que decir a la familia?
Sí, pues no puedo hablar de eso. Como dije, hay demandas ahorita con el corte, hay enfrente del juez que está haciendo más decisiones de estas demandas, pero como dije, estamos orando y sabemos que este día es bien difícil para ellos, pero vamos a seguir adelante y estamos también pidiendo a la comunidad también que ayudamos, que seguimos adelante de esto.
¿Y saben cuándo se van a reincorporar los oficiales? ¿Es cuestión de días, semanas? ¿Y van a también a recibir algún tipo de entrenamiento adicional?
Sí, van a recibir un tipo que van a estar en entrenamiento, pero no sé si va a ser semanas, meses, no sé. Va a depender de que cómo va el entrenamiento.
Do we need to clarify anything on the training question possibly? But I think we answered it.
Well, I
Yeah.
think some policy,
Evaluate every.
Right.
policy
Right.
changes, correct?
Right. Yeah. We
I just wanna make sure. how-
I just want to be clear. This we evaluate, we reevaluate any things, and we put emphasis on training. As far as policy, we did put out training tapes, but policy was there. Okay. But we did put out training tapes, and we will, every time there's a critical incident, we always look at ways that we can reemphasize or improve things, okay? And that's what we did in this case.
Training,
Okay.
in regards to mental health or just training, overall training?
Just overall training of what's, whatever is pertinent to this particular case and any other case, okay? It's no different. Anytime we have a critical incident, we always going to look at that, okay?
Chief, I'm sorry,
Yep.
sorry, I gotta come back to this.
Well, no, St. John, we're done with that.
Can you just say if you feel like it
Oh.
was appropriate for these guys to be fired in the first place?
No, I'm not going there, Sinjin. I'm not here for that, and we'll move on. The most important thing, and I want everybody to understand this, it's difficult. It's emotional. You got families involved. You got the department involved, our community. So I don't want to get up here and go. That's where it is right now, and we want to be respectful. Talk to you later, okay? Yes, one more.
Will the
Yep.
officers be trained on the same policy that didn't work, or they are going to be trained on the new?
Whatever training that we need to train them on, we will, and it's the reintegration training. They've been away for 2, and whatever else that we're going to train them on, but they will receive additional training before they're assigned. Okay. Okay. Thank y'all. All right. Thanks.